All right, guys, so today we're gonna go over the 4 pillars of defense, which is footwork, head movement, blocking, and clinching. And know this, the more you can combine these 4 pillars, the more unhittable you're gonna be. All right, so the first pillar of defense is footwork. And the simple step back is what we call it. You can avoid basically any punch. So I'm gonna throw the jab, boom, cross, boom, hook, good, uppercut. So it's the easiest way to avoid engaging your opponent, avoid taking shots by that simple step back, which a lot of people forget to do. Okay, and again, we don't want to just make our opponent miss, we want to make him pay for it. So he can step back and come back with his right hand. Boom, good, again, good. He can step back and come back with his left hook. Boom. And if you can see, if you notice, again, very economical movement, just a simple step back. Enough to make me miss anyways, because remember, boxing is aggressive defense. You don't want to make your guy just miss for no reason. You want to make him miss and then make him pay for it. So again, then you have the pivot, okay? Boom. So now not only is he avoiding my punch, he's also avoiding my body attack. My body comes, so at that point I can't collide into him. All right? Boom. And boom. Okay. Boom. And from there, we want to counter punch again. So because he's got the angle now, he can throw a big left hook. All right? So boom, boom. Okay. Or he can throw the big right hand. Next is going to be head movement. We have slipping, we have ducking, we have pulling. So we're going to start with a slip. Bam, 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 bam. So if you see what he's doing, he's keeping his balance. All right, he's not overdoing it, meaning he's exaggerating his movement. He's getting away just enough out of the way to avoid my punches. Boom, boom. And by doing that, he's able to counter punch if he wants to. So we're going to slip to our right, come back with the right cross. Good. If you want to slip to the left, we can come back with the left hook, for instance. Let's switch stance. Good spots, right? So from here, over there. Yeah. Good. So same idea with the ducking. I'm going to go under my overhand. Boom. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Same idea, he's ducking just enough to avoid my blows, and that keeps him in position to throw a counter punch. Because boxing is aggressive defense. We don't just slip or make our opponents miss for no reason. We make them miss, we make them pay for it. All right, so we're gonna duck, come back with the left hook. Same thing with the cross, I'm gonna duck my hook. Nice, okay. Number 3 is blocking. And when you're blocking now, this is where the contact begins. So you gotta make sure you're blocking correctly. And again, very economical movements. The first thing I always teach is parries. So parries is for those straight shots. So if I throw my jab, boom, cross, jab, cross. You can see very, again, economical movement. He's not exaggerating, he's not exposing himself. He's very sharp, very economical. So again, if he wants to come back with something, he can do that. So let's parry the cross, come back with the right hand. Good. Same thing, you can parry my cross, come back with the left hook, boom. Good, and there are many variations of counter punching off the parries. That's just as basic. And then we have the cover up. So cover up is that basic blocking that we need to start with. We got to get used to anyway, which is just a high guard. And he can see me through his guard. So a lot of beginners, they tend to cover their face because they're so scared of getting hit. But the key is you have to be able to relax, look through your guard. My coach used to say as if you're looking through a window. and see those shots coming, boom, 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 boom. And you notice how he's leaning to those shots? Boom, to the body, boom, up top, boom. So he's prepared for the shots. He's not afraid of it. He's not running away from it. And then again, because his hands are already in position, he can throw some very powerful counter shots if he wants to. Let's come back with the, over here, come back with the overhand. You can come back with the uppercut also. Boom, boom. Good. On his left side, he can come back with the left hook. Boom. And lastly, clinching. So clinching is the fourth pillar of boxing. And you have to know, first of all, that it's actually discouraged in boxing. You're not allowed to use it excessively anyhow. If you use it excessively, then you can be penalized eventually. So we want to keep the clinching to a minimum. So the last thing he wants to do, or the worst thing he wants to do, is reach and then try to clinch me, because as you can see, I'm open for shots. Boom. A lot of guys get knocked out like that. So what you want to do is you want to bridge the gap first and then clinch, yeah. So you can clinch, right, exactly. Body, or I can go underarm like that, exactly. I'm gonna bridge the gap first and then lock up my arms, okay, from on top. Boom, right. And the key with the clinching, yeah, if he lets go or if he loosens up, I can pull out and start swinging shots, but as you can see, he's grabbed me up really nicely. Locking up my elbows, nothing I could do from that, at that point, and it's up to the referee to step in. And secondly, he can come under my guard, under my arms, and just grab my rib cage, my body. And again, he's safe, and there's nothing I can do at that point. So he's gonna again close the gap, boom. Right, he's got a good grip on me. At that point, it's up to the referee to break us up. So remember, in boxing, the more you can combine these four pillars, the more unhittable you're gonna be. So let's demonstrate. There you go. So you saw the blocking, the footwork, the head movement, and the clinching. And of course, ideally, we want to throw punches in between those movements, so we're not just being completely passive. So, all right, guys, if you like this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for any future content, just let me know in the comments below. All right, stay up, stay blessed.